Vacari remembers every clash, every roar that split the heavens, every flame that scarred the sky. But few battles burn brighter than the storm above Purplefire Woods. Hovering high above the battlefield, Amara's eyes blazed resolve. She focused intently on Glaciera, unleashing a torrent of magical energy that tore through the air, crackling with raw power. Glaciera reacted swiftly, exhaling a blast of icy breath that met Amara's attack head on. Their powers collided in a dazzling explosion of light and force, sending shockwaves rippling through the sky. Above the storm-tossed battlefield, the two dragonesses clashed with primal fury. Fire and ice ripped through the air in brilliant flashes, each strike more intense than the last. The sky itself seemed to shudder under the weight of their power. Ong, his dragon lance gleaming in the dim stormlight, fought valiantly at Amara's side, his heart pounding in his chest as he struck at the red and white dragon, his aim unerring and his resolve unshakable. He knew the fate of Purplefire Woods hinged on this battle, and he was prepared to give everything to protect it. All around, the dragons of Purplefire Woods roared in defiance, their cries echoing across the battlefield as a testament to the bravery. Despite overwhelming odds, they stood firm, their bond and determination as unyielding as the ancient forest they fought to protect. High above, a serious smirk, reveling in the turmoil she had unleashed. Your elf wife is probably already dead, Mom, she sneered, along with that noble fool, Kimra. On remained stoic, ignoring the barb. Beside him, Amara chuckled, her amethyst scales shimmering as she waved her wings dismissively. Camrus is more than capable of handling himself against Nightwatch, she replied, her tone laced with amusement. But, is that all you have, Glaciera? Blusters and empty threats? Oh my god, you're giving me a headache with all your whining. Ong stifled a grin. A headache, Amara? Not exactly what I expected you to say, but I can't argue. Well, it's true, Amara smirked. Some dragons are just full of hot air. Her casual dismissal struck a nerve. Glaciera's ice breath flared, frost spreading across the ground beneath her. You dare mock me, she hissed. I'll tear your precious woods apart. Glaciera unleashed a torrent of icy breath, cutting through the air with deadly precision. Amara countered with a shockwave of magic that tore through the storm. The opposing powers collided in an explosive spectacle, shaking the sky. The dragonesses circled, the thunderous winged, locked in a deadly beam. Glaciera conjured staggered shards of ice, hurling them with lethal intent. But Amara's radiant magic shattered them mid-air, scattering glittering fragments through the storm. Amid the chaos, Ong's sharp eyes caught a flicker in Glaceria's defense, a subtle pause, a crack in her icy composure. Now, he shouted. Amara surged forward, her violet eyes blazing. Amara pretended weakness. Wings faltered. Glaciera took the bait, driving to strike, and in that instant, Amara vanished into the clouds. A heartbeat later, she reappeared in a burst of radiant light. As On dove from above, his lance striking Glaceria's exposed wings. Glaceria's scream rippled through the sky. You dare use trickery? Glaciera roared. Trickery? Amara's voice cut like steel. It is called strategy. You should try it sometime. For the first time, Glaciera hesitated. Her wings faltered. And in that fleeting instant, doubt flickered in her eyes. She realized that continuing this fight would only lead to greater losses. With a frustrated growl, Glaciera pulled back. Her pride battered, but her spirit unbroken. Her icy eyes narrowed with frustration as she gave a sharp, commanding roar, signaling her forces to retreat. The dragons under her command responded swiftly, withdrawing toward the horizon and the distant faces of flames. Their mission was incomplete, but their spirits remained defiant. Before departing, Glaciera shot one final smoldering glance at Amara. Her eyes burned with a silent vow, a promise of vengeance. The message was clear. This is not over. As Glaciera and her forces vanished into the distance, Amara and Ong shared a fleeting moment of triumph. They had defended Purplefire Woods, their bond shining through the chaos. The battlefield, once roaring with sounds of battle, now carried only the echoes of their hard-won victory. Above them, the storm clouds began to part, revealing slivers of sunlight breaking through, a symbol of hope for these days to come. On, still perched on Amara's back, finally loosened his grip on the Dragonland as they soared above the battlefield. His eyes gleamed with pride as he looked at his dragon companion. "We did it, Amara," he said, his voice a blend of relief and pride. Amara nodded, her gaze sweeping over the battlefield below, where the remnants of their victory lay scattered. "Yes, we did," she replied, her tone steady but resolute. "But this is just the beginning. Glaciera will not stay gone for long. We need to be ready." Their determination was mutual, a silent agreement passing between them. Amara and Ong turned their attention to their allies below, watching as dragons and defenders rallied amidst the aftermath. The victory had been hard fought, and though exhaustion weighed upon them, their spirits stood tall. Together, they resolved to help rebuild and prepare for whatever might come next. Amara's eyes lingered on the horizon as Glaciera and her forces had vanished. Satisfaction mingled with unease as the memory of their clash played in her mind. Today's battle was won, but Glaceria's retreat felt more like a pause than an end. Turning her gaze forward, Amara steeled herself, knowing that the fight was far from over.